is Isha from Rossbrook House. Don't cover your mouth up, pretend you're embarrassed. Hi. Let me ask you, has the flagman got his deodorant straightened around since last week? I don't know.
That's not getting close enough to find out. Wise kid.
All right, here's how we go in heat number 1 for the modifieds. 42 GG is Gunnar Gust. To his outside in the Green Valley Equipment DeKalb Seeds, number 5G is Scott Greer. Inside row 2 in the custom EDM 57 is Kevin Sexton. To his outside, the Emery Demolition 10 is Ward Emery. Row 3 is Danny Staff in the 7. And starting on the scratch spot, the 6th and final starting spot, is Rick Delane, who's gone from 6th to 3rd in half a lap. Scott Greer out front of the 5G, Emery at 2nd in the 10. The 1 of Delane from the 6th starting spot to 3rd in half a lap. Now Kevin Sexton on the move. He started 3rd. He's currently 4th and working on the 3rd place number 1 of Rick Delane. Scott Greer continues to lead. Scott Greer looking good up front in the 5G. Ward Emery unable to close the gap. You can see a little dust coming off the left rear tires of those cars as they come out of turn 2 right now. Way up on the high side is where to be. The field kind of strung out here. Doesn't look like it's going to be any elbow-to-elbow action. Rick Delane closing in on Emery. This time around, the white flag will fly. 1 to go. If Delane plans on making a move on the 10 of Emery, he's running out of time to do it. White flag. The Miller Race Engines 5G leads it off the front row, and he is looking good tonight. 10 car of Ward Emery started 4th. He's 2nd. Delane started 6th, and he's 3rd. And here comes Greer to the checkers. How about a big hand for Scott Greer? Scott Greer in the car number 5, sponsored by DeKalb Seeds and powered by Miller Race Engines, grabs the checkered flag. Ward Emery grabs 2nd in the 10W. From 6th to 3rd, it was Rick Delane, and 3rd to 4th, Kevin Sexton in the custom EDM number 57. Hey, wow, we got a minute. Ranger Insurance, part of the Arthur J. Gallagher Canada Group, has been providing insurance and risk management services to the Manitoba market for over 30 years. Whether you need residential, commercial, auto, life, or travel, Ranger is there to protect what matters to you. Ranger is dedicated to putting relationships first. Visit ranger.ca today. Rangerinsurance.ca today. All right, here's heat number 2, starting up front on the pole in the Ford-powered number 9. It is Lee McRae. To his outside, arguably the best-looking car in the pit area, the number 29, Ryan Kerlick. Inside row 2, the Guillot Farms, number 48, it's Jerome Guillot. Outside of him, the green 35 is Adam Magus. Row 3 has James Wall there in the 24, and his running mate, the 81 of Jordan Duray.
Here we go racing, modified style. Big FM Modifieds on the racetrack right now. Lee McRae has got the Ford Power hooked to the racetrack, but here comes Pat's favorite car, the 29 car. You must like the color, huh? 29K car flying, looking good. That's Ryan Karalik in the Mobile One Racing Coyote Ventures 29K. Not to be outdone, the 48 of Jerome Giel right there. What a great race here in the second heat of Big FM Modifieds. Wow. Look at the race for 4th, 5th, and 6th. The Central Hydronics Santana Kennels, Johnny McRae Trucking, number 9, looking good as he slides to the top of turn 1 and 2. The Coyote Ventures 29K right there, getting prepared to strike at any moment. Gio now falling a little bit off the pace in the 48 as they come down the front straightaway. 35 getting together on the front straightaway with the 81 of Jordan Duray. Karalik inches up once again on the Ford-powered number 9. Karalik on the inside of the 9 now as they drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Wow, we got a race here in the Big FM Modifieds. The 9 and the 29 continue to do battle, but right now the Ford-powered number 9, sponsored by Central Hydronics, looking to be awful sharp with the white flag coming out. Now Gio taking a run at second spot, the 29K of Ryan Karalik. This has been a great Big FM Modified heat, no doubt about that. Well, that'll do it. The number 9 out of Marquette, Manitoba. The big Ford Pat picking up the win. Pretty impressive, showing some horsepower.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It looked like Karalik might get him. And hey, let me give you a tip for later on tonight. Don't call it a 21K car. A K car is nothing to do with fast. Karalik's 29 is not only fast, it looks pretty sharp. Ranger Insurance, part of Arthur J. Gallagher Canada, is proud to provide insurance and support to Red River Co-op Speedway. Ranger is also happy to give back to the communities in which we work and live. Ranger Insurance is in the community, for the community. Visit rangerinsurance.ca.